when I showed up in my yukata to eat one of my meals at the ryokan that I stayed at, my server, she was like, "You look so Japanese." I didn't. In case you were wondering, I didn't. I found out the hard way that yukata does not really look good on me. This, you see, this, like, what I have now works, because it's like, there's room for the boobs. But I feel like the one that I wore there just, like, there wasn't, and so it didn't look right, is what I'll say, because it's supposed to be kind of like a square, flat silhouette. But there was like nowhere for me to tie the obi that I feel like didn't emphasize the chest. Like I would have had to tie the obi like so up high to try and hide the chest. And instead I feel like because it was like sitting like right under my chest, it like really emphasized it. I think like when you get like a proper like kimono done, you know, they put like stabilizing fabric and like boards and stuff to kind of fake the silhouette, right? But with the yukata, it's just the yukata and then they give you like a little tie obi. Like there's no like structure. So there was just like nothing I could do. And you know, it made me feel like I was wearing like sexy geisha costume that I bought from Party City. Like I think that's genuinely what I looked like. Unfortunately. Also, the first night that I was there, like they had like a line of them, and the first night that I was there, I guess they kind of, you know, they kind of like try to eyeball like what size you need. And so they had like a bunch of sizes, but they kind of like took me to one area and were like, you should pick one of these. So I picked one of those and it was too small. It was too small. I think they just they underestimated because I was wearing like loose clothing and stuff. So like when I sat down for dinner, like, you know, like you're supposed to be able to like, keep it closed. Like the skirt is not meant to be like open. It was over. It was like I was wearing a robe. Like when I sat down, the legs were exposed. There was no closing it. Like I just couldn't do anything. Luckily I had a private room by myself, so it didn't really matter. But I was like, oh, this is way too small for me. And I know my server noticed because the next night she was like, let's get you the bigger size. I was like, thank you. She got me the bigger size. And that one actually fit just fine. So no feet pics. No. Fine then. Goodbye. Goodbye then. Goodbye forever.